Ron DeSantis, Florida governor, of course, talked about that.
$1 trillion deficit is a tax on you. It works its way through the economy. There's no free lunch, and that's what ends up happening. And it's a little frustrating. You know, Elon Musk went into this DOGE effort. He was getting lampooned. I mean, like, they're firebombing his Tesla dealerships.
Yep.
Media smearing him relentlessly. His businesses suffered, all this stuff, because he basically said, look, we can't keep doing this, and we need to moderate and reduce the amount of money that the federal government is spending. And yet, we have a Republican Congress, and to this day, we're in the end of May, past Memorial Day, and not 1 cent in DOGE cuts have been implemented by the Congress. That's one of the reasons why we need a balanced budget amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
Right.
It's another reason why we need term limits for members of Congress.
Right.
But I think what you've seen with how, and I kind of said this early on, that DOGE and Elon were on a collision course with the swamp. And the question is, what would happen? And I don't think there's any question that DOGE fought the swamp. And so far, the swamp has won. And that's just unfortunate. Sure. Yep. But I don't think you can look at this any other way. So this is hardwired into how the people in Washington are borrowing and spending your money. But it has huge implications for the viability of our economy, our country, and everything going forward.
It's really tragic, really.
Sure is.
I mean, Elon Musk took a bloodbath over DOGE. Like he said, firebombing his dealerships, damaging cars because they came from his company. People hate his guts now. He did all of that, and none of it was codified into law.
Right, and not only that, but the man donated $250 million to give Republicans, help them.
So I wonder why he's done with
all the
political
money he's
spending.
lost on his businesses. Right. I mean, he could have donated more than that. And we, if I'm not mistaken, we still have the DOGE team going through, right? Or have they gone away now too?
That's a good question. I almost felt like when they sat down with Jesse Waters, remember that big round table they did?
Yeah.
I almost felt like that was like
the goodbye.
Yeah. See ya. Yeah, we're done, I guess.
I thought.
I don't know.
I thought a couple of those guys were still hanging in there. All right.
And Elon's really frustrated.
Yes, he is.
And I don't blame him.
It's coming.
Went through all of this, and nothing came of it. None of the cuts.
Do you think he would do it again?
No.
Yeah.
Shouldn't.
And I think he's done with politics.
I mean, that's the definition of insanity. Doing it all over again and expecting a different result. You're not going to get one. Why would you do it again? Why?
Well, I mean, from Elon's perspective, can you imagine? And this is the take on so many fronts. What if Kamala were president? Think of how bad it would be. And agree 100%.
Of course, yeah.
But it's still, we can be disappointed in the Republicans and what they do when they get power.
Well, this is why we talk about Republicans the way we do, because they do this every time.
Every time.
Yep.
They do it every single time, and we knew they were going to do it again, and they did.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so many new people that were a part of helping Republicans take the majorities, and they're new to this party, and they're like, "What the hell?"
Just
and we're
pisses
like,
me off. Pisses
"Yep,
me off.
welcome to the party, pal."
Right.
It's so frustrating.
Try to tell you that's why I don't claim to be a Republican. I don't even know if I'm registered as a Republican, but I don't claim the Republicans because they're just the party of being let down over and over and over again. They don't stand for anything. I mean, every once in a while, when it's convenient for them, they'll do something conservative. But as far as fiscal conservatism, there's almost no such thing anymore, except for Thomas Massey.
Bill. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
Fiscal conservative.
Are you talking about the grandstander, Thomas Massey?
Yeah, the grandstander, Thomas Massey, who's going to be primaried, apparently. I just don't understand it. It's really too bad. And everybody knows we're in danger of falling flat on our faces financially and ending the country as we know it if we don't someday stop the madness. And everybody knows it's true. Everybody knows it's eventually going to collapse on its own weight, given the $37 trillion in debt that we can never pay back. I mean, there's no way to ever pay that back.
So what? Just zero it out.
So
and be
what?
Done.
That's right.
Zero it out and
Yep.
be done.
Someday we'll have 4,000% inflation, and we'll just use the inflated dollars, and we'll give that to them and say, here's $1 million trillion. $1 billion trillion jillion quadrillion dollars. Here it is. We just printed this for you.